welcome back. I have tremendously enjoyed working on a second cookbook that's devoted to soups and salads. Recipes like the one we're going to make today are tailored to be affordable and easy to make so that you and your family can create recipes like this too. I like my recipes simple, easy and delicious, and this one is just that. I'm going with 2 zucchinis. Slice them into thick slices like this. We'll cut onions in thick slices too. Ooh, these onions are really mean. The next is red peppers. And you can slice your red peppers as you like. You can slice, cut them into cubes, into slices like this, or you can cut them into bigger chunks, which I would like to cut them into bigger chunks. Maybe like this. This way we'll have different colors and different shaped vegetables in our salad. If you're a very fussy cook, you can clean the seeds. I personally don't mind them. In fact, I kind of like to see that in my salads. They never bothered me, but if you're bothered by seeds, you can clean them out. Now, in addition to 2 zucchinis, 2 medium zucchinis, 1 large eggplant, a couple of onions, and 2 red peppers. We're gonna also do some mushrooms. Mushrooms you don't have to cut. I will just leave them the way they are. I'm gonna use a little bit of sea salt. This is coarse sea salt, and some fresh garlic. And to wrap all this up, we're gonna need some black pepper, olive oil, and then we're gonna start roasting our vegetables. The next thing is to line up these beautiful vegetables on the baking sheets. Just to mix them like this. If possible, allow all the vegetables to make a contact with the baking pan. This way, these vegetables will have nice brown crust should they be able to roast directly on a baking sheet. That is. And this salad is wonderful because it's so easy to make. And when you're in a season when vegetables are plentiful, as we are right now in fall, this is actually early fall. I mean, this is such an easy side dish and so healthy and good for you and your children. Not to mention, it will be a great addition to your meals if you're entertaining. Salt and pepper and a little bit of olive oil. We're using coarse sea salt. So next, it's just a little bit of black pepper. Okay. And then we're going to add some olive oil. And now we're going to sprinkle it with the really good olive oil. And you know how much I love the olive oil from Dixon Estate. It makes every dish so much better. We're going to need a handsome portion of olive oil, and try to see that olive oil just goes about on all the vegetables. Next is garlic. I was considering to chop the garlic, but then I decided to just roast them like this in a cloves. A little bit more of this amazing olive oil. And you know, just looking at this beautiful arrangements of vegetables, I could eat them just the way they are. Roasting them, it will enhance their flavors and they will be able to blend even better in our salad. Okay, we're ready. And the greasy fingers are good for you. If you have a very good olive oil, just spread it out on your skin and make the most of every drop. Oven is nice and hot. All right, and here we go with both trays. 375 for about 15 minutes. Despite being in the kitchen a lot and baking almost on a daily basis, I still pay attention to preserving the energy. And so, since I'm roasting vegetables, I have also prepared the batter for our new recipe on chocolate chip cookies made with coconut flour. We tried them a couple of days ago. It turned out really good, and kids are asking for more. So while the vegetables are roasting, I will work on our cookie dough. I just love when I create a recipe that turns out so good as these cookies did. They are very moist, very, very tasty, and most of the flour in them was replaced by the roasted coconut flour, which makes them a little bit easier on kids' tummies, and it provides a better nutrition, if you will. In addition to coconut flour, these cookies are made with the big chunks of the dark chocolate. Dough smells amazingly good. Very often my friends will ask me, how do I manage to do so much with such a busy schedule of a single mom, and I also run a business, and yet I do find time to cook and make home meals. And my answer is that usually where there is a will, there is way. But also a proper planning and organizing and thinking ahead of time also helps. So for instance, today I didn't have in mind to bake these cookies, but the oven was on, and making the cookie dough is really easy. So I decided to do it. And these cookies will be served tomorrow for our family dinner, and the rest I will freeze so I can have them on as a special treats for children for after dinner. So that's how I get ahead of my time and my schedule. Here's a big chunk of dark chocolate. And another one. Shh, don't tell anyone. Halfway to cooking, we're ready to turn these vegetables. Alright, we're starting to get some brown in the bottom. And I have suggested about 15 minutes of roasting. However, it might take a little longer for you depending on your stove, on your oven. So ideally, we would like to see some of this beautiful brown caramelized color on the bottom of the vegetables. So ideally, we're trying to get some of this beautiful roasted color on our vegetables. Okay, back in the oven for extra few minutes. Now that vegetables are done, I'm gonna get our cookies in the oven. Okay, we're gonna try this. Very good. Very, very flavorful. So, only thing left is to transport these vegetables on a serving plate, touch them up with extra olive oil, and maybe some fresh herbs. This is what I call delicious fun. So, as you arrange your vegetables, you can arrange them, just mix them, or you can have fun with making a pattern, as I am here. Yum, this looks terrific. All right, and then we can just throw mushrooms over the plate. That is a few mushrooms that are left because I have eaten most of them. And also we have some roasted garlic. And together, they're gonna create one amazing plate. Finish it up with your favorite herb. I just happen to have some fresh basil, but parsley would do fine. Even dill, thyme will do fine. But this is optional, and what it does, it will give a little extra freshness to the salad. All right, and of course it's gonna look very beautiful. Again, it's just a touch of very good olive oil. A few drops here and there. And don't ask me why I don't use a cheese slicer. It's just I'm lazy to look for it, and I find that my good knife is my best tool. So we're gonna finish up this salad topped with your favorite cheese. So whatever your favorite cheese is, just add a few slices of your cheese. Romano would be good, or Parmesan. think Parmesan would work out the best. This is what I had in the house, and this is mostly for the decoration anyway. I'm gonna finish up with fresh basil from my garden. And that's it. This was super easy, super simple, very presentable, and very healthy. If you like today's recipe and the simplicity of it, look us up on Amazon.com. Our new cookbook devoted to soups and salads will be coming up soon. Look us up under Soups and Salads from Vlada Vladic. Until next cooking and until next recipe, please take good care of yourself and your children, and please eat well.